Does my cool little Infinity War mouse show up on the recording? I don't know. I hope it does. I won't be able to see until after, because if I switch over to OBS, then my mouse just doesn't show up at all. Anyways, I'm gonna read the MCC Island patch notes for you, in case you don't want to read them yourself or you don't know how to read. It's okay if you don't know how to read. I once didn't know how to read either. Or in case you just see this video and want to know what's changing on MCC Island, which most people don't have access to, but you might want to know anyways. So the first thing it says, though, is made certain preparations for the oncoming plague. I would explain what that means, but I have no idea. It's a bit concerning, really. The last plague we had was still going on right now, and I didn't have to go to school for like a whole year, so that was nice. I'm looking forward to the oncoming plague. And also, the next thing is provided useful reporting commands and links in the escape menu, which is good because every time I log into the server, for anyone who's not in the server and hasn't seen this, but every time I log into the server, it tells me very specifically that MCC Island does not have the chat reporting feature in 1.19.1. So if you don't like that, that's the thing not to worry about. And if you do, then L plus ratio. There's also various performance and stability improvements. It was already pretty stable. It's probably just because there aren't a lot of people on, but now it's even more stable. Quest rerolls not refreshing daily should be fixed. That's an issue I did not run into because I've been in the server for like 28 hours now, probably, or so, 30 hours. I've been in the server for like barely over a day, and I noticed that my quests had rerolled after this patch released, I'm pretty sure. And then faction XP has been adjusted throughout all sources. Quests grant less XP. Oh, great. Games grant comparable XP. The amount of time you spend in a game should now better reflect the XP you gain. Overall, a theme I've noticed in adjustments to XP and token rewards on this next part is that it's kind of meant to be more based on the time it takes to play a game. The more you'll get coins, the longer it takes. So it prevents you from farming like a specific game that goes really fast that you play so you can get the most coins. So that's good. I mean, it means you're not incentivized to play one specific game to get the most amount of coins. So that's a good thing. Increase the amount of tokens each game gives on based on the average amount of time it takes to play, just like I was saying, same with the XP adjustments there. Reduce the multiplier during daily token bonus from 5 times to 3 times. I've noticed that there seems to be less tokens being distributed as well. Increase the prices and items of cosmetics in game token shops, which is another removed customization thingamajigs from game token shops. This is just kind of nerfs to the rewards you get. I think customization thingamajigs make certain things that you craft that take time. They like remove some of the timer, so that's really unfortunate that they removed them. I hope they're still obtainable somehow because I hate waiting. And added chroma blueprints to game token shops, which I believe will just take up the slot of that. I haven't checked myself yet, but I think that's how it works. And increase the cost of static cosmetics in game token shops. If you already bought them, you're feeling very happy right now. Most of these are increased by almost 3 times to the legendary one, which has been increased by 3 times, which I noticed before I read the patch notes because I wanted to buy a hollow sword, which is a very cool looking cosmetic, and I could not. I don't even know if I had 1,000 tokens, but now I'm just much, much farther away from getting it than I would have been otherwise, which just kinda sucks. And also fixed a bug where the game token breakdown message would always say you placed in the top 50% in Battle Box. You know what? That explains why. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize that was. I mean, yeah, that makes sense that that was a bug. I wasn't really paying attention to chat. I didn't know what was going on. That makes sense that that was a bug, though. Sky Battle and Battle Box. Change the color of harming orbs to avoid confusion of it being a healing orb. I never had that confusion, but maybe I'm just built different, or maybe I just didn't play Battle Box or Sky Battle enough to get a healing orb. I think I've only gotten the like. No, I have gotten healing orbs. Maybe I've not gotten harming orbs. I don't know. I don't know how similar they looked before, but more colorblind friendly, hopefully, or something. Siege blocked off the side path at the top of the wall that would avoid the skeletons. I didn't know that was a thing. Good on the people who took advantage of that. Well, that was a thing, though. I actually haven't had problems with the skeletons. I've gotten hit by them, but not terribly. It's usually the people punching me or my own lack of skill that gets me on TGTTOS. Anyways, I have some really good games, then I have some really bad games. Battlebox now plays a sound when your enemy captures the point. Cool. Quick timed orbs of blindness. The radius of the explosion has been slightly increased, and the effects of it have been reduced when further away from the center. So you have to be accurate, but you have to be less accurate, but it's also better if you're more accurate. And canal map. Also, one thing I didn't notice before is that classes in BattleBox are different based on the map you're playing. I had just no, that's I'm not sure, but these changes are based on what map you're playing. Like Trickster Cobwebs increased, Gadgeteer gets Cobwebs, and Trickster replaced Cobwebs with Spark of Speed. I noticed some of the things. Like I noticed that Flanker would have always have Depth Strider on Canal Map with the water to go through the water. But also, I just didn't realize that it was based on which map you were, how the classes changed until I read this. But that makes sense, actually. I just assumed that the classes changed randomly each game. I didn't realize the correlation. That's good to know, though. And also Sky Battle. Disabled fall damage for creepers, which means that anywhere you can get up on Sky Battle, you can get a creeper thrown at you, and it won't take any damage, which is just great. And also, that's the last patch note. But also, thing to note, I played with this guy. I saw Noxite in game a couple times. That was cool. I've been perceived by this person digitally. Very cool. Um, yeah. If you don't know how to read but want your patch notes, MCC Island patch notes read to you, then like and rewatch 100 times for the algorithm. Thank you.